Hey sisters, I want to share this message, this video. I want to talk about looking for love, really, with a life partner. And I just want to share with you a couple of things that's really kind of been on my heart these last 24 hours. And particularly if you are 17 to about 28, 29, and you haven't got your life partner yet, this is going to be really interesting for you. Or if you've been through a relationship or even several relationships and you've come out the other side and maybe you're interested in finding or developing another partnership with another, then you're going to find what I've got to say probably a little bit interesting. And I'm just going to talk from the heart, really, as I always do, and just share some of my kind of thoughts and feelings and observations. And the first thing I really want to say is that I wish with all my heart someone had come alongside me and told me the things that I'm going to tell you when I was 17 or 18. I got married when I was 19, and I was very green. I did not have a sexual relationship with that man until the minute we got married, and that is unusual in this day and age, and it was because of religious considerations, really, and expectations from my parents. So each of us have our own ideas surrounding when it is appropriate for a first sexual encounter. And I just want to talk about that a little bit and just say that that is to do with the level of heart connection that you feel with that person. And it is completely your choice and your decision. But what I would say is that until you feel that you have that heart connection with that person, then leave sex out of it. That's what I would just say to you, because sex is a sacred thing, and it's an expression of your deep inner love for yourself and for them. And in my understanding of how these things work in a universal sense, I'm not sure that we can love someone having known them minutes, days, or even weeks. I believe that we've got to develop a relationship on the heart level before we can get to the physical level. It's always with me, and the way I'm thinking, it's always about the inner part of us first. Always about the inner life, the inner she, and building up that strong sense, that core sense, and everything else that happens in life, the physical aspects, are to do with the outer part of us. And we work from the inside out as women. We're building and growing and developing and moving and maturing from the inside out. And so what's on the outside of us, the extremities, the body side of it, the physical side of it, really is the last thing in some ways. So I'm not going to be judgmental of anyone, but this is just what I'm thinking and feeling. So more than that, though, I mean, that's just one aspect. I want to talk about really the heart and what my understanding is of a relationship on an equal basis. And I think if you were to ask many women my age who've been through a relationship and come out the other side, that there's some kind of inequality there, because it's not really a true partnership, because one person or the other person hasn't really pulled their weight in the direction of the relationship. It's gone wonky. And I've certainly been with a man who is just self-seeking and very selfish in many ways, and it causes an inequality. And so if somebody had said to me a few things about this kind of stuff before I got married and really given me some helpful advice about me, I know that I would have been truly grateful, and I'm Who knows if I'd have listened to it or not? I don't know, but I want us to prepare our hearts to be able to hear this, because I really do wish in hindsight that I had been this girl on the receiving end of this message when I was, a young woman. So I want to say that you are enough. You are enough as you stand today. Having a partner does not complete you. You are already complete as you stand today. Having a partnership is not about somebody coming into your life and giving you love and making you complete and giving you happiness and fulfilling the parts of you that you can't fulfill yourself. And we all get into this horrible way of thinking because of the societal message that comes at us, that this person is my other half, this person completes me. It's all in our songs, in our literature, in our art, in our attitudes. But it's actually very, very, very false. You are complete as you stand today, how you are. You don't need anyone to complete you. You don't need anyone at all, actually, because you are enough as you stand. So a relationship then with somebody who you want to be in a relationship with must be coming from a completely different place from what we've been led to believe. No knight on a white knight on a white horse is going to come into your situation and rescue you from the depths of despair. And we are, as young girls, led to believe that this magical person will turn up in our life one day, whisk us off our feet and take us to a wonderful place out of all our woes, give us all our money, give us all our security, give us all our emotional needs, give us everything. And I want to say it is completely false. It is completely false. Those things we must do for ourselves. All a life partner can ever do or bring to us is to bring a sense of the best of us out, and we them. And that's really all it is. It's a partnership. So we become a team together. But what we're playing the team game for is each of our own divine purpose. He comes with his divine purpose and we come with ours. And we are moving forward. Team divine purpose. And that is really the way it should be. And I just feel that until we get to a place where we really understand ourselves so well, we know our boundaries, we know our inner she, we know our values, we know what we stand for, we know what we don't stand for, we're clear on our divine purpose, we're clear on these things, all the things that I've been talking about in all of my videos. Until we're clear on those things and we're really grounded and we're really solidly walking in that place and we have this sense of contentment and the femininity is then pouring out of us because we are working with our feminine superpowers all of the time. Remember what they are: creativity, healing and intuition. We've got those going on. I can tell you that a man is, or even a woman, is going to come into your life instantly, almost. As soon as we've got those things in place, or at least going on a little bit, we are going to step into a place where we are so attractive, we'll be fighting them off with a stick. I can absolutely guarantee and assure you. So I don't want any of us 17, 18, 19-year-old beautiful women sitting there feeling from the depths of their being that somehow they're not enough or they're going to get left behind. Or I don't want any of us beautiful girls at 28, 29, never had a relationship, to feel that it's too late and all their friends are doing it and you've not done it and it's heartbreak. It is a heartbreak, I understand that. But it's not a heartbreak because you are complete as you are and you are beautiful as you are and you don't need anybody. You are you. And it's not a question about needing a partner, you see. It's not a question about needing a partner. It's about forming a partnership. It's about coming together to form a sacred union that goes with the flow of the universe for its own divine purpose, which is the two of you together bringing your divine purpose to make it team divine purpose, like I've already said. And that's really the way it should be. And what happens is we come to our early 20s and we come with our childhood kind of hangovers of our feelings of rejection, expectation, and all of this sense of I'm not good enough, I'm a failure. Sometimes we can feel like that. All of the things that our parents have unwittingly or sometimes deliberately put onto us in our childhood years come out of us in our late teens. We start to experience those things because we've perhaps been through a time when we've pushed their boundaries and we've tried to walk in a place where we have discovered ourselves as individuals away from our parents, and we've pushed that boundary and we've been rebellious to what they think is appropriate, or whatever that is. We've done things that they haven't wanted us to do. We've felt that kind of heavy kind of disappointment from them at times. And what we do is we seek a relationship in terms of how is this going to validate me as a person, because we've not received that level of validation. Do you see what I mean? And so what we're doing is we're seeking out a relationship to fill that validation hole, because we need to be really acknowledged and really heard and really seen. And we understand that, but we don't put that into words properly. So what we do is we seek it in a relationship. We find a relationship and we get into a relationship and we want those things without asking for them. And sometimes we may get them, and sometimes we not. Sometimes it's fleeting, sometimes the relationship's intense, sometimes the relationship breaks down. But the point is that we are seeking from the other person something that is a hole in our own inner she that we need to be building up for ourselves. And that is the difference between a power relationship, in terms of the fact that it's got fire under its feet, that kind of power. I'm not talking about power and control. Fire under its feet. It's going somewhere. It's moving in a direction that the universe would have it go, rather than a relationship that sucks on each other and sucks each other dry, or that you get into a relationship with someone where one person sucks somebody dry. Neither of those things in the long term are ever going to work out right. And it might feel right in the beginning, but actually it will not work out right until both persons understand from a spiritual level what's really occurring in this relationship. Now, we can't change the other person. That's their work, their job. We can't bring that to their table. They have to get there to that place. But we can change us, and we can make choices about who we will form a sacred union with and who we will have in our life as a relationship. And if they're not flowing with our divine purpose, we can safely say this is not the relationship for me. Because if they can't acknowledge it, validate it, accept it, grow us in it as we grow that other person in theirs, then this relationship is actually doomed. And this is the whole nub of what I am kind of bringing to our understanding here, because this is just what I've kind of learned in my own kind of walking through life, that this is what it's all about when we break it down and we talk about it in these terms. And I really want us to all hear this, and I want me to hear this too. I've got 3 men at the moment chasing me. And I'm not saying that to brag. I don't want them to. Go away. I don't want that. But I'm mindful though that there's something in me that's which is drawing them in, and I'm just interested in how that works on a spiritual level. And it's a nice problem to have in some ways, I know, but like I said, I'm fighting them off with a stick, and I want you to be able to fight with them off with a stick, because we all of us, we need to choose which one would I go for? Why would I go for that one? Is this one going to support my divine purpose? Does this one really understand my heart? Have I got a heart connection with this one? Could I have a heart connection with this one? And all of these questions are the questions we need to ask before we make a commitment in a long-term manner. And I just want to bring this to us, and I hope you can hear what I'm saying. And if you need to talk about this more, then please do get back to me on our Facebook page, Heart Maidens, or PM me directly, because I reckon this is just so important. And as I say, I wish somebody had come and kind of said this to me. What people said to me was, find the nicest looking bloke you can find and nab him and get him. That was all the advice anyone ever gave me. And I want things to be different. I want things to be different for your heart. I definitely want things to be different for our young maidens and our daughters coming up. And I love you and bless you in your journey with this. And we'll chat soon.